Hello, friends. This is Pyra, and I just wanted to go over the patch 6.57 notes. It is 10:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday, February 12th, and the servers just went down for maintenance, and with that, we just got these patch notes on the lodestone. So let's look at them together and see what is happening in this patch. So before I begin, I will give a warning. I have been severely congested all month for being sick, so I apologize for my nasally voice in advance. So without further ado, let's look into it. So the main note that they say here is that we are getting some additions and refinements, including the removal of weekly restrictions in Pandemonium and Abesos Savage. So let's just go through the list, see what they got, and talk about it. So first step is playable content. So nothing huge here. This is more for people in Realm or board. We're just getting some more Aetheryte tickets. Good quality of life addition, especially for those people coming to the game, or maybe, you know, somebody doing some alt stuff. Then we scroll down in the miscellaneous category. This is for 6.0, so Endwalker and up. When certain visions are in progress in the Island Sanctuary, players will now be able to speak with the Felicitous Furball to receive hints about how they may be realized. There's also going to be an increase in elegant tombstones of comedy offered for completing one line of Wondrous Tales, Chloe's Wondrous Tales. So instead of 50 elegant tombstones of comedy, it is now increasing to 300. So that is a major increase right there to the tombstones of comedy. As we know, tombstones usually come and go, so I feel like this is kind of getting that ready for that, where we're going to have this tombstone currency become very popular now, a little bit more unrestricted, and then eventually we will be doing away with it. It'll pretty much kind of phase out eventually. Now, battle system updates. This is the big one, at least for people like myself who play and raid through Savage content. Treasure coffers will now always appear with no reduction of rewards, whether any party members have previously cleared. So this is going to mean that you can go in with somebody that has cleared in the same week, and it is not going to matter for now. Everything is now unlocked. So the weekly restriction rewards for coffers have been removed. The weekly entrance restriction has been removed, so now if you go into 10 and then you want to go back into 9, you can certainly do that and still have your treasure coffers available. You can now go into any Pandemonium Savage fight. You don't have to get a taxi if you're someone like my group, where we kind of try to get a taxi to get straight to 12. You don't have to do that anymore after tonight, so we will be able to get right into any of that. And lastly, we will have the Echo. So now we are getting Echo, as the Savage tier has kind of made its way to the very end of its life cycle. So please look forward to that. So some other battle system upgrades or additions. Thalia has now been added to Duty Roulette Alliance Raid. So now if you go to an Alliance Raid, you'll probably get Thalia, or at least you might get Thalia. And your Tombstones of Comedy, kind of like we said before, they're going to be increased from 450 to 900, but the maximum store of 2,000 Tombstones has not been changed. So as of now, you can get up to 900. So it has doubled the weekly limit. However, you can still only keep 2,000 at a time. Like I said, this is going to kind of get us into phasing out that currency, but this is kind of like that middle stage before this currency kind of goes to the back burner, where it is more for like alts or things of that nature. And we're also getting a PvP update to Fields of Glory Shatter. The amount of data required to win has been decreased from 2,000 to 1,600, and the amount of data gained from defeating a member of an opposing team has been increased from 5 to 8. So I don't really play Shatter as much, but it looks like they're making this a little bit easier to win, probably so that the matches aren't as long. You can kind of get through a bunch of things at once. And now we go into system updates. So this is going to only affect people who are in Endwalker right now. The extra instances that were in Old Charlayan, Razadhan, and Thavnir have now been removed. So the previous patches content is pretty much fizzled out for the amount of people trying to rush to get the story done. So these additional instances are being taken out for now, so that since we don't need them. They're being taken out since because we don't really need them right now. And then, of course, if you were an Xbox player, you probably know about this. You're probably excited about this, but the open beta for Xbox Series XS version will begin on Wednesday, February 21st. So all the information for that is down here. This is going to give you everything you're going to need to know about Xbox. If I were you, I would just either take a screenshot of this or go to the Lodestone and give it a look yourself. Make sure that everything is up to par. Make sure that you're kind of aware of the different resolution options and everything like that. The last part of the patch notes, which is about the issues. Handful of resolved issues have come about. An issue during a cutscene in the main scenario quest, Stars in the Dark, wherein Timolin's, I think I'm saying that right, Timolin's animation did not display correctly, so that is going to be fixed. That has been fixed. There is also an issue regarding Moogle Treasure Trove, where the first hunt for Genesis, wherein the Borderlands Ruin Secure was erroneously listed in the Mogpendium, so that now has been fixed. And then there was an issue where a Japanese kanji conversation stops working during text input after disabling the live conversion, Mac version only, so really that only affects Mac players. And then other minor text issues. It says other various issues have also been addressed. Pretty much nothing that we should worry about, but of course they're going to always fix issues as they come about. So for known issues, all about Xbox. I know the open beta has not really started yet until next week, but they're already seeing some issues. That's why I'm glad that they're starting out with the beta. Hopefully they can get this all resolved before the full launch onto Xbox, but they are taking a look at fixing that currently. So thanks for watching. Again, sorry for my congestion, but nothing too huge in this update. Pretty much the biggest thing is if you're a Savage player, if you're someone that wants to try Savage, this is a great time to do it because we have the Echo now, the newest tier, and everything's unlocked. So you can grab your friends that have already cleared, friends that are just going in and farming, or if you just want to go in and farm to your heart's content, you can now do that. You don't have to wait about your one coffer a week. That is no longer the case with this patch. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. If you like Final Fantasy XIV content, anything between casual to updates to rating, ultimate rating, savage rating, extreme rating, that's me. I like doing all those things, and I stream about 6 to 7 times per week on Twitch and YouTube, and I'm also coming out with a bunch of YouTube videos this year. So thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you in game. Bye!